Hey guys!
Hi.
Hi! Happy Thursday wherever you are. So this is our first live on both Instagram and on our Facebook normal community page, not our online system, which is the Soul System. So hi everybody, I'm Donna Elliott.
And I'm Cheryl Lee.
So it's lovely to meet you virtually. So wherever you are, grab a cuppa, sit down for 5, take the load off, put your troubles aside. I'm sure there's a song about that. Is that Cheers? Maybe I'm going to Cheers. But yeah, for the next 5-10 minutes, switch off, put your phone down, not the one that we're on obviously, and just chill out with us. First thing I want to let you know is just a little bit about what Now Is Your Time is about. So Now Is Your Time is our movement, our mission, our passion, and this is all about Cheryl and I bringing to you, bringing into the world our life lessons. So the things that we have learned from our journey, the highs, the lows, the ups and downs, and all that experience we've gained alongside over 20 years each of working at a senior level in corporate environments and coaching people to great success. We're really, really proud of the roles we've had, the success we've had with people, and we just really want to pay that forward now and share it with you to make a difference in your lives and in your personal lives. So welcome. The Soul System is the online community that we've set up, which is really the heart and soul of Now Is Your Time. So in there, it's a really safe harbour for people to share their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, all of the things that make them want to get up and have purpose on the morning. And as a like-minded community, we help support each other towards those goals. So that's what the Soul System is about. If you haven't checked it out already, check it out, because if you're the kind of person that wants purpose, wants motivation, inspiration in their life, we know you'll absolutely love it in there, because we do. We hang out in there a lot.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk to you about today?
So we, hopefully you've noticed on our Facebook page that we asked you earlier on in the week, what are your biggest challenges that you're facing in everyday life? And we have had loads of feedback, so thank you for your feedback. And really the main themes that were coming out were around balance is the key word, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. So Donna's going to share with you some of our nuggets and tips in a minute around balance. But a lot of you were saying how stressful it can be to not have enough time, to feel like you're out of balance with work life, you're not getting to spend enough time with your family, and how sometimes you can just feel as if you're stuck in that vicious circle and you're not quite sure how to push through or get out, so that you feel that you've got a better balance in life. So that's the key thing that was coming out for us. So we're going to share with you one of our tips that we have found successful, that's worked for us, which should help you move forward. So
yeah, so I remember finding, so I've always had fairly big roles, as has Cheryl, so it can be really busy, super full on, 24/7. So we completely understand. We've run sites with 800 staff, that we're open 365 days a year. So we get how demanding it is, and how, you can literally live with your phone kind of glued to your hand. And I'm not saying that we're perfect at it, but one of the biggest things that people said to us, as Cheryl said, is they feel like the work-life thing is out of kilter. That seems to be one of the biggest things. And a lot of the demographic, I think especially some of the women that came forward, felt like they didn't get a lot of time for themselves, and they're very much givers. So my top tip for this, and Cheryl and I have been talking about this earlier today, is really, there are 24 hours in a day, there are 7 days in a week, and there are 365 days in a year for everybody, right? So whether you run a busy family, whether you run a busy business, or whether you run a multinational, multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, we all have the same amount of time. The trick with it is get super smart on how you use it. So it's not rocket science, okay? So if you sit with a piece of paper, break down your hours in the day, look at exactly how it is you spend your time, and then do a column next to that, really practical. Is that where I want to spend my time, tick or a cross? And then with the things that you look at where you've got a cross on, that's not how you want to spend your time, what can you cut out? So I'm not saying you go in and you're handing your cards to your boss and tell him to shove his job up his jacksie, because everybody has a mortgage to pay. But, when people say to me, oh, I really want to lose weight, or I really want to develop myself, I really want to read more books, but I don't have time. Actually, I've gone through this exercise with them, and they might spend 3 or 4 hours a day browsing LinkedIn and Instagram on their phone, or watching TV, or, and everybody has different priorities. So once you get clear on what it is your priorities are and how you want to spend your 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, you can start then making really informed decisions about how you spend your time and spend your time consciously. So for me, when I wanted to get really fit and healthy a few years ago, I decided that actually getting up an hour earlier was worth the sacrifice for the healthy benefits of training and preparing my healthy food for the day and that kind of thing. And that's, once you get into that pattern and that rhythm, it's actually much easier to maintain. So there was a small sacrifice of an extra hour in bed, but the benefit absolutely outweighed it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So you only have 24 hours in a day. Are you conscious of how you spend? And then if you're not, get yourself conscious, because I bet there's some surprises in there when you go through the exercise. Write it down hour by hour. What are you doing? And then you can decide what changes you want to make. And if you don't want to make any changes, then that's okay. But just be aware that you're making that decision as a grown-up and be really conscious about it, yeah? That's my top tip for the day.
Fab. So we hope that you found that useful. If you're feeling out of balance, go away and do that exercise that Donna's just talked you through just there. Make a start now. If you want to know more, we have our 5 secret steps to happiness and balance, which is free only for another few days. So if you haven't already got your copy and downloaded it, then we suggest that you grab it now. If you want to get access to our 5 secret steps, then if you are on Facebook Live, if you go into on the Now Is Your Time page, you'll see that there is a sign up button. If you click that sign up button, it'll take you through to get access to our Facebook community, the Soul System, which Donna chatted about earlier on. So once you become a member of the Soul System, then you will have access to our 5 secret steps to finding happiness and balance. And it really is a practical workbook that you can work through. And we've had some amazing feedback so far from people, because it gives you tried and tested methods that we have put into practice ourselves to gain balance in our lives. So, you know, the outcome of working through that workbook is you're really going to get a better balance in your life and feel happier because of that. So we recommend that you download that workbook, and you'll also get access to our Soul System. We've also got a weekly newsletter. So if you click down the side in one of the tabs, there's an option there to sign up for our weekly newsletter. So if you just pop your email in there, then you will get basically a weekly update on what's going on at our Now Is Your Time headquarters. And
latest blogs as well. You get all the latest blogs on there too.
And lastly, the most exciting thing really is next week, you're going to be treated to our lovely mugs.
The pleasure of our company.
Every day, 5 days, Monday to Friday next week, we're going to be live. We'll let you know each day what time that's going to be, because it'll be at different times of the day for all of the different time zones that we've got going on with all of you guys out there. And we're going to share with you one of our top tips every day on how to boost your confidence so you can go out into the world and smash those goals apart.
And this is a biggie. As Cheryl said, when we did a lot of research before we set Now Is Your Time up, that was one of the biggest things. People feeling out of balance and people just not feeling like they've got the confidence in themselves to really achieve their own goals in their own life, which we don't want you to live like that. We want you to live the life that you deserve to live and be the best version of you. And we will share with you our top tricks on how you do that. And I promise you, really simple, really actionable things that you'll be able to go out and do once you've got off the phone to us. That's it from us.
Yes,
so it's lovely to have you here. I can see a few of you joined from the Soul System as well, so it's great to see you. We are live later in the Soul System at 8:30. So if you join, we will sit with our phones in our hands for the next hour or so. So if you join the Soul System now, you'll be able to make the later live. And we've got loads more news of things that you only get if you join the Soul System, including our very secret Squirrel Book Club. So don't miss out. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Big love. Bye.